Hello everybody, this is Conquering History Games, and I'm glad to be back. I know it has been quite a while since I streamed or uploaded. I moved into the new place. I've been, starting a new school semester, and a lot of other things are going on in my private life that have been keeping me pretty busy. And then to cap it all off, when I recently was trying to record, Steam would not open for me. Now, I eventually figured out what the problem was, and it turned out to be something that was so simple that I'd rather not go into the details of what was wrong. But I'm going to be spending today recording a lot of stuff because I actually found this out like half an hour ago. Man the Guns has a release date, and it's going to be by the end of the month. So I kind of have to hurry up on that. On a lot of my old Hearts of Iron 4 campaigns that I have not finished because they're going to be broken. And because it's going to be coming up so soon, unfortunately, I do not think I'm going to be able to record a proper Fuherreich campaign until after Man the Guns comes out because I'm afraid of any saves getting broken. But I thought I would check this out. I do really love Fuherreich. I think that the British Empire in this game is one of the best countries in any Hearts of Iron 4 mod, period. It's just so amazing. But we've got a few more things coming in here. So let's go over here to single player new game. Alright, now let's go over, let me check the patch notes here. So as far as new focus trees go, Japan got a tree. I think they basically filled in East Asia since that was a gap area they had. There is the Zili clique, one of the warlord states. There is the Fengtian clique. Belgium got one. Switzerland got one. Iran got one. The Czech state, yeah, I think this used to be like Zapadoslavia or something. I think they changed that. The Russian Republic / White Russia got a tree. So did the British East Indies. So did Insulinda, and the Russian Soviet Socialist Republic got reworked because I think it technically had a tree, but it wasn't too in-depth, really. And I think they also... Okay, it looks like they also tweaked Germany over here. More of it. Besides that, a lot of new events, new divisions, decisions, portraits, a lot of bug fixing. Made Germany's foreign expansion a little bit trickier. Prepare the reconquest. Okay, and then there's just a ton of bug stuff. So the main thing is the new trees are Japan, Zuli clique, Fengtian clique, Belgium, Switzerland, Iran, Czechia, Russian Republic, British East Indies, Insulinda, and they reworked Russia. The Russia Soviet Socialist Republic, that is. Okay. So... Okay. Wait. I'm not getting... Hold on a second. I'm just trying to make sure I can see the live stream in the other monitor. Okay. Can I do this? Okay. Seems to be... Alright. Now, anyway, I think what we're going to do is let's play as the Fengtian Governacy. I have no idea about any of these. I'm going in completely blind. Just as a heads up. So, the anti-Zili coalition being formed in 1924 consisted of the Anuhi, Kuomintang, and Fengtian. The war ended disastrously for the Zihili, resulting in a large collapse of the clique itself. With the Fengtian clique finally reigning supreme in Beijing, Bai Yang had managed to become stable once again, with the Zihili remaining a minority in the government. However, the relations with the Kuomintang to the south quickly souring. The northern expedition against Bai Yang began. While the Kuomintang saw initial success, intervention by Shaanxi caused their advance to Seoul, forcing peace between the two biggest governments in China. Alright. I'm also trying some new graphics mod stuff, so let me know what you guys think of that. But I want to check out the Fengtian Governacy. That is one of my favorite... what was that? Sorry, I was reading the chat for a second. So this is one of my favorite countries in Kaiserreich, the Fengtian government, and it's not even finished in Kaiserreich, and it's still one of my favorites. So I thought it would be interesting to do a comparison. All right, what are we dealing with here? So we have the Kuomintang to the south, but they do not have they don't really have their own tree yet. We've got, hey, George Washington, who are you talking to? Hey, calm the fuck down in the chat, everybody, right now. I don't know what's going on, but calm down. All right, so it looks like not all of China has its trees yet, but these are all minor nations. So it's mostly these two, the Fengtian Governancy and the Zili clique that we're dealing with. Gosh, I love this color, though, on the Kuomintang government. I love the shade of blue. That looks terrific. Tibet's pretty big here. Okay. I like this green also. This green's kind of nice. This all looks nice. Russian Republic, is this a little bigger than it used to be? I think it used to just end over here. Okay, anyway, let's take a look at what this nation has got going for it. So, political modernization, while it is undeniable... I like this portrait of him. He always has great portraits, I think, like, even in Fuherreich, especially in Fuherreich. Okay, George Washington, we're just going to go ahead and time you out. I don't know what your problem is. And Jeff Jefferson, you are also on the hot seat. All right, so what have we got here? Political modernization. While it is undeniable that Zhang Zhulan is a dictator with virtually all power centered in his position, he affords many freedoms to the people that others, especially those in other cliques, do not receive, such as a partially free press, rights to work, and religious tolerance. So this is increasing my stability weekly. Nice. And political power gain is reduced. Still, that's pretty sweet. Where are we right now? We're going to get a little bit coming in. Anti-Japanese sentiment. While the government has to accept the intrusion of Japanese interests and perhaps feign smiles sometimes, it is clear that the general populace of Manchuria despises the Japanese invaders. They disagree with the general government. They would stand up to any foreign threat with zealous intent that may need to change, however. Social conservative support is reduced daily. So that's the communications clique as opposed to, like, Market League. That must be the Japanese, right? Hey, Jag, good to see you. Warlord ubiquity. Zhang Zhulang has not been a perfect ruler, but his presence at the head of our state gives hope to the people of Fengtian as a unified China, perhaps even one free of Japanese influence. What Zhang says goes, and the people accept it fully. More war support and more daily political power gain. Cool. Illiterate populace. Ooh, boy. Yeah, so basically I can't build anything but infantry equipment, it looks like. Actually, artillery's not so bad. It's just plus 100%, but that seems to be the general idea. Hey, I've played China before. I know how it is. Illiterate populace. Oh my gosh. Just horrifying negatives here. Alright, we can figure it out. Problems with industry, that'll just take 7 days. I guess we start there, right? Not descending into a state of complete chaos. Okay, so let me try to avoid that. Our industry is not abysmal, but it's no secret that it is struggling. Now our government must address it. Not that it is negative. There is much to gain in this action. It's just going to take a week. Okay. When in doubt, infrastructure. Gosh, my mouse scroll has been such a pain lately. Alright. I guess let's get a little bit of each of this stuff. Do I have any negatives for support equipment? No, I don't. Very good to know. Very good. Okay, we'll split it three ways right now. 3 research slots. Thank goodness. I was afraid there was only going to be 2. Let's get an engineer happening, and then we'll come over here, get this. You know what? The engineers can wait. We got to get industry going first. Hey there, Mega Mustafa. I'm all right. Okay. So, you know, hold on a sec. I gotta search something. I gotta look up a hotkey. Keyboard. Because my mouse wheel is just being a total pain in the ass. So I'm just looking up what the hotkey is. There we go. Okay, so now I can just zoom in and out with my keyboard. Very nice. What do you guys think of the new graphics mod I'm using? I I kind of like these earthy colors. So the other one I used to use, it sometimes does get a little bit too bright. Oh yeah, the four-way Japanese Civil War, we cannot forget that. State of Iran. Oh, did they end up giving the Indian Revolt? No, they didn't, huh? I really want to play the Indian Revolt sometime, but I don't know how high that is on their priority list. Okay. So, how many divisions do I got? 14. 14, some cavalry. Okay. Presumably, yeah, Zhang Julong is my field marshal. Maybe not the best one. Oh, broken portrait! Alright. But this guy, it's fine, because we have our charismatic as hell leader. So, do we have an infantry guy, maybe? No, nobody's got any traits. Damn, this guy's all fours, though. We're definitely gonna pick up Ma here. Okay. I think I'm almost done, you know, just... So presumably these are our main enemies, right? So, we'll just set that up. What is this? Is this the United Kingdom has this? Did they have this before? I don't remember them having this when I played the UK. I remember them having Hong Kong. Looks like Serbia made out like a bandit. Oh, yeah! Big-ass Serbia. Yep, they went really well for them. I think a lot of things went really well for the Entente following the war. No doubt about that. And they, oh yeah, they got rid of Hungary's treaty. Yeah, well, it was busted. And then this used to be Zapadoslavia. Now it's been split in two, into the Czechs and the Slovaks. Did Poland's borders get changed too? I feel like they didn't. No, they had Krakow. I don't know. Anyway, let's get playing, right? Let's see what happens. Let me see if I'm going to unpause it. It just crashes, and this whole time I've just been talking. All right, let's go. Fuherreich Alpha 0.2. Party popularity NU. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I want to see all the news events. Okay, here we go. Indian Rebellion in 1935. We already knew about that. Actually, I'm pretty interested. I'm going to be working on something really interesting this year in school, or this semester. What is this? New state, same old authorities, and we've already got an issue where there is no flavor text. Anyway, so one of the classes I'm taking this semester is on the British Empire, and the first day class, the professor said, okay, you guys are going to pick a country that was colonized by, or in some way connected to the British Empire, and you are going to write a paper on it. Now, somebody beat me to Afghanistan. I wanted to do Afghanistan, but I was able to grab India, even though I was like the 10th person to sign up with her. I was really surprised. I thought India would have been one that got snatched up real quick. So I'm going to be doing a long paper on the British Empire in India this semester. So that should be interesting. All right, what is this? Bandit issue. Is this something in the decisions? Wait, one China policy, forging a new China, has long been splintered, torn apart. The last couple decades have been... Yeah, I kind of screwed up here. I didn't check the decisions. You got to always check your decisions. Like, I'm always trying to remember the... you know? Anyway, forging of a new China. If we do not act now, the moral fabrication of the Chinese will forever be torn. Unity, the answer requires only the beheading of snakes and the signing of paper. One of the following must be true: has completed syncretic statehood, de facto Chinese state, transforming China, the next stage for China, or the power of the East. All the others must not exist. Gain base war support +5. We will realize a united China. Okay, so I'm guessing all of them have this decision, right? So like, so I doubt I have all 5 of these, like syncretic statehood and stuff. Where? What do we got here? Preparations, anarchy, junta, dedication in China. No, it wasn't that one. Hold on, I'm gonna. What's the? Was it Concord Association? Let me write these down. Hold on a sec. So Poland was bigger before. All right, so it's the focus we need is syncretic, de facto, transforming, next stage, and power of the East. So do we have any of those, or are they going to do some high-level shit like in Equestria at War, and there's hidden parts of the focus tree that pop up later? Pan-Asianism. With a die, I like the dice in there. That's a nice little focus icon. How's the music volume, by the way, guys? Is it okay? Power of the Union, stale culture, dedication. Do you guys see any of those focuses? Put them down. I don't see any of the ones that are listed there. So, descent into chaos. Okay, so I am going to wait. Was dedication to China wasn't. Wait, was dedication to China one of them? No, it was de facto, not dedication. So I don't see any of them. So then, all right, well, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. And, yeah, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that it's not that it's broken, but that a new section of the focus tree will pop up at some point. Like the Equestria at War ones. Anyway, so this decisions, what else we got here? Civil crackdown, eliminating revolutionaries, broadcast our responsibilities, don't care. Commission some. Oh my gosh, really? You gotta fucking pay 125 to get one of that? Cannot build more than 4 infrastructure. Industrial renovation, economic demobilization. No. All right, I'm sorry, we were taking too long here. Let's just get going. So, bandit issue. They plague our northern provinces, or we can eliminate them, put them down. Contract safer economy, or you do bandit army. Consumer good factories, I don't think so. Oh, but we could loot our neighbors. That is interesting. That's very interesting. Power the unions. You see, this is an event. I don't know what that means. Unions get integrated. A stale culture. These are tempting me. They've got some, you know, it's like, Are the bandits doing anything to me? Is it warlord ubiquity or what? Thriving. I really like thriving industry. Let's do that. What is happening in Manchuria? We'll have to decide to rally for or against Japanese support. The higher our influence, the greater chance we will be supported by the Japanese. But certain choices can save that relationship or sever it. In a couple of months, we will have to we will have a choice to choose between 3 possible futures. Consult the focus tree to figure out how far and down and how close you are to one of them. It must be this, right? Political modernization. Zhang Zulong has brought in the past years a list of new freedoms to Fengtian. In the most recent while, however, he has made allusions towards a republic, though exactly what form it will take is uncertain. Memories of the Republic of China still permeate the culture of every Chinese state, and it has led to a sort of unrest among the liberals and Republicans who have made a resurgence in the past few years. It is now that Zhang Zulong is at a political impasse and is unsure exactly what path he will take. We can open up elections early next year, or in due time, statism will influence policies, really just the same as it always has. Well, these are social democrat. I figure like the Republic, that'd be the Kuomintang way, right? What are these guys? They're paternal autocrats. Oh well, you know, we have to align ourselves against that. So let's open up elections. Fuck it. That's a great way to start a democracy in your country. Fuck it, right? Fuck it. Just fuck it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hope that wasn't too loud, guys. That noise. Concordia Association assembles. Mixture of scoundrels. Who knows what will follow if they succeed. National populace gets stronger. Political power goes down. And I'm in the negatives, and I'm quickly getting the sense that I'm going to be staying there for a while. Peaceful ending at midnight. There goes George. Alright, so the main thing is I'm going to kind of be watching to see what happens with everybody else in the world. You know what I mean? There goes the Turk. The Soviet focus tree changes as you play. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, this definitely... That must be what's going on, because I'm pretty sure Concordia Association riots... But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen teasers where they were showing, like, the different paths it could take, and, like, there was a Trotsky path, there was a Tukhachevsky path, and whatnot, so, okay, that must be what's going on here. Alright, I get a feel... Okay, none of these decisions have... are really saying much, so I am not concerned with them then. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Lenin appears to have died. I don't think he got a pop-up, though. Zhanjiang click. It's a puppet of the Ma click. Oh, I like that. Really, there should be 3, though. Oh, I think it's an alternate history, double-blind history. Zhang Zhuliang gave a stirring speech today at his inauguration, declaring that Feng Tian would enter this next decade as a world superpower. When asked by some members of the press, he was willing to entertain how exactly this would be accomplished. He explained simply to reunify the Chinese people under one banner and eliminate foreign interests. It is generally assumed that he meant Japanese. Regardless of the foreign implications of the speech, it's certainly rallied by the public. Inspirational. Alright. Well, alright. Yeah. You know, speaking of Chinese history, I was pretty happy. I recently picked up, oh, hold on a sec. Bianyang Army demands power in a shocking turn of events today. Several important members of the military, including General Zhong Chang. Who's that? Is he a traitor? Who's this fucker? I don't know. Demanded Zhang Zhuliang turn over power to them, and it's difficult to say what outcome of this will be. Execute them all, or can I still keep my palace? Zhang Zhouchang becomes leader of the paternal autocratic party. I become paternally autocratic. Okay, that seems interesting, but let's just go the normal, I guess, path this first time. Execute them all. And I'm in the negatives again. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Socialists assemble. Okay, there's a lot happening here. One thing at a time, everybody. New political modernization, future of Feng Tian. Let's put down these bandits first. All right. Several socialist associations gathered over the past several days in and around Beijing, our de jure capital, to demonstrate against what they view as an unfair, exploitative, and imperialistic relationship with Japan. While actual violent protest has been rare and sporadic, it is clear that those assembled wish for the current government to be replaced with one similar to those in the socialist states of Russia or Georgia. Not in a million years. Yeah, yeah, we don't seem to be Japan's lapdog, but I guess the concept is that all of these, you know, all the warlords are jockeying for position, so they want Japanese help, but that does not necessarily mean being their puppet. It means that, yeah, they just want help. Do they have anything where they can try to invade me? Demand submission. They could, okay, they could eventually demand submission of me, of Nashinron. Defeat the cliques. Okay, so it looks like... Wait, future of Feng Tian. Anyway, wow, look, it looks like they can go in a lot of different directions here. This looks very cool. I like me a good Japanese tree. Paris Colonial Exposition. Coup in Beijing in response to the aggression by the head of state against important military figures. A coup was enacted in the de jure capital of Beijing today. The city has been essentially overrun, and the coup threatens to spread to other cities around Fengtian. Have they not learned their lesson? Oh, crap. Okay, what am I going to do here? So, does this mean a civil war is broken? No, it's just... Oh, it's just an event. I thought that like this section was going to break away, but okay, here's what we're going to do. Because now I'm starting to get a little worried. We're going to pull back to here. In case this section breaks off. Trial of disloyal captains and officers. We're going to lose a field marshal and general. Okay, so we lost our cavalry guy. That's fine. We have another one with a portrait. Still, the lack of portraits, that's a little bit annoying. Hopefully they're going to hot fix that at some point. Military in disarray. The military is reeling from the executions just days ago. 2 of our top leaders and several of those under them are now dead or imprisoned. And who can say what will happen to them? In times like these, it is necessary to decide the future fate of the military. Zhang Zhuliang could either assume direct control or pursue a policy that will pull men and leaders from all over Fengtian. Remove national spirit, military. Okay, so either way I'll lose it, or I could become... I get 2 more field marshals, but I don't want field marshals. I want freaking... I want generals. Anyway, let's check these new guys out. All right, we'll have to pull... No. Pull men and lead. I feel like this is more fit, even though this hurts me. I feel like this is more fitting with the decentralization that comes with democratization. All right. All right. So now we've got tons of field marshals. Every general will have his own individual field marshal. It's just the lack of portraits, you know, it's a little annoying. Pro-government rallies. Okay. What Pokemon is this? I've been playing Pokemon since I couldn't get Steam to open up. I'm working my way through Sapphire right now. I'm doing Nuzlocks. I'm doing a marathon Nuzlocke. So that basically means I'm trying to play every single Pokemon game in the order of release. Well, and they're all Nuzlocks. And you cannot repeat champion Pokemon. So like if I use a Gyarados and say Pokemon Red, that means no more using Gyarados for the rest of the marathon. So you gotta kind of think strategically sometimes. Despite the precarious position the Fengtian military has found itself in, the guidance and countrywide doctrine have allowed it to continue functioning normally. It is expected that in the coming weeks, all problems once associated with the military that have been brought upon it will be smoothed over or forgotten about. Well, that's good to know. Have I ever played Monster Hunter? No. Not that I don't like it, I just have never played it. I've heard it's good. I've heard that, like, I've heard about, like, you can pour 500 hours into that game easy. And I always like any kind of game that's like that, as long as it's not like some sort of artificial shit. Alright, Zhang Zhuliang declares himself rightful president of the Republic of China. I wanted to check something here. Anyway. The title of President of the Republic of China has been a precarious one for many decades, as it is a title which typically brings bad luck upon those who take up its mantle. Many previous people who declared themselves as such have been ousted in less than savory ways. Now, too, it carries an extra weight with the Kuomintang government to the south, which also believes itself to be the rightful successor of China's First Republic. It has become a challenge. Through this act, which was broadcast throughout the nation, it is clear that Zhu Liang has become either brave enough or arrogant enough to assume he can take over all complications associated with the title's history. Oh dear, decreases our influence with Japan. Alright. Jeez, it's only April. So what? Nikolai Yazhov is in control up here, I'll say. Word from Japan, they are going to send a personal diplomatic message in the next few days. It is rather important for them to send a pre-proposal statement. We await eagerly. Cool. Put them down. That's done. I just want that. I'm just doing this to get to that industry thing. I don't know if this is the best idea, though. Pyongyang telegram. We just received a telegram from the Japanese. They demand that with the death of Zhang Zhulong, we submit to them like a dog. They claim something about instability and an ineffectual rule, but they clearly didn't hear Zhuye Liang's broadcast. He's the president, chief counselor, and grand marshal of Fengtian. They are obviously uninformed. How should we respond? The cabinet will have an excellent chuckle at this. So it must be, no. Wait, what? Huh? I feel increase our influence. Shouldn't that also kill him? Shouldn't it say that here? If I do so much, so it must be he'll die. But anyway, fuck off. Okay. So, chaos in Beijing. He was oh my gosh, he was shot dead today by Concordia Association goons while touring the city of Beijing, China's jewel. His entourage was set upon by several Japanese collaborationalists. Most strangely, Zhang was in the capital that day giving a speech on the warming of relations between Fengtian and Japan and the coming conflict against the Zili. The collaborators who were still on the scene were shot dead immediately, but Zhang Zhulong had already been declared dead by the time they had been killed. Fengtian descends into a strange and without a firm and well-liked head, it is uncertain who will assume power in Manchuria. We will all mourn for many months, probably. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh wow. I did not anticipate this. Oh no! Not Zhang! They have recognized our sovereignty, following our rebuke of their tribe, declaring their observance of Fengtian sovereignty. What the pushover? What is happening? What is happening? State funeral was laid to rest today. We are alone. Oh no, what is happening? It had to just get wrecked. Oh no. I don't have a leader. I'm lost. Okay, succession. What is that? Oh, okay, here we go. Fengtian stands alone. Liberalism in China. Okay, are we gonna get anything that lets me kill somebody? Import American arms. Breaking free. Death to pretend. Did we just become a puppet? Okay, no we didn't. What is happening? Yeah, they really need to have descriptions with this. War with the Zuli, war with the Japanese. Okay, so... You know what, guys? I think I'm going to change to something else because this total lack of focus description is pissing me off. I'm going to make a save here, but I don't think I'm coming back to this. I have no idea what the fuck is happening, you know? Oh, geez, we got to crash. Whoops. Damn shame. Damn shame. Okay, let's go back in. Maybe let's try the other China? Or maybe we should be Japan. Or what do you guys think about me checking out the Soviet Union? Or the Russian, Soviet, Socialist Republics, whatever the heck it's called. You know, there seems to be a decent amount of you watching, but not too many are commenting. I don't know, maybe I'll check out the other China. This way. They thought we couldn't fight. They were wrong! You know what, let's check out the other China. Let's just go full authoritarian. Yeah, here we go. one of China's finest warlord states. It's like you're at a car dealership. It's like, I hear you're looking for a warlord state. What kind are you looking for? You got a big budget? Yeah. Well, then you want to check out the Zulu Clique. This is one of our finest warlord states. Look at this. They have infantry equipment 1. I don't know if they do or not. I'm being silly. Okay. Greatest strategy. You know, all this China stuff is reminding me. So I was super happy. I recently made a purchase. I was picking up books for the semester, and while I was doing my book shopping, I caught my eye. Like, usually I order my books online these days, but sometimes in bookstores you'll find a good deal. And I managed to find 5 of the 6 volumes of it's like, I think, called the Harvard History of Imperial China or something like that. But it's so basically the 6 volumes cover from the Qin, so the first emperor, all the way through to the Qing. So it's pretty cool. I don't have the Qing one. They didn't have that one in stock, but it was like, I want to say it was like 40% off of the price that I've ever seen that series anywhere else. And I really feel that I feel that China is one of those just areas of the world that I don't know as much as I should. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, I've been reading recently this. I should probably actually select the country and get moving here, but like, for example, you know, I've been studying the British Empire, and I've been reading this interesting diary by a guy of Bombay in 1689 over here. You know, Bombay is of course over here. But it's pretty interesting, and I was reading like the author's introduction to it, and so freaking and it was they were talking about how it's not really an event that gets talked about too much, because it's basically when the Mughal Empire attacked the British at the Bombay, and it doesn't get talked about because at the same time there was the Glorious Revolution was happening back in the United Kingdom. So from a combination of the Glorious Revolution was going on, and of course the Bombay was under siege, so it's not as if a lot of letters and stuff were getting sent back and forth between them and England. It's kind of like this blind spot in history. But like, even then, I'm reading it and I'm reading all these references to a bunch of East Africans that had been settled here in Western India for apparently centuries. So like, there was like this ethnically East African segment of the Mughal Empire, and it's like, damn, I don't know about this shit. Like, you know, like even though I make it a goal to like learn a lot about different areas of the world, because I've been raised in a Western nation, I mostly will learn, particularly English Western nation, I mostly am going to get Western slants on stuff, which is understandable. You know, like, fucking, I don't need it, like, no American high schooler needs to know the history of fucking I don't know, or like a detailed history of, you know, Armenia. Probably don't need to know that much about it. Like, you know, this is obviously a very niche area that I'm studying, but it's just so cool. It's really interesting. Just, yeah, human history is amazing. Just all the stuff that was going on. Anyway, let's check this out. What are we dealing with here? Okay, unbalanced industry. This looks like the same thing we had up there with the Fengtian. Illiterate populace, same thing. Fallen from grace. We were once at the forefront of Chinese dominance, but that was long ago. Several setbacks and wars in favor of our enemies have caused us to be in a severely dire position. Mughal Empire. Yeah, the Mughal Empire, the one that held like most of India. Anyway, should we go to war, we'll have to make great improvements in our nation lest we be crushed by our great rival in the north. I'm wondering if we should maybe go after some of these other guys first. Clique of traitors. The Zuli clique was created from very loose relations between its members. This has led to the members being more prone to betraying and lying to each other in order to gain. Personally, if our clique is to survive, we will have to deal with it in some capacity. You know, this reminds me of the card game Coup. I don't know if any of you guys have ever read it, but like, the lore of Coup is that you are a bureaucrat, like, you're part of a revolution that's trying to take down this authoritarian government, but you all are also, all the leaders are just plotting against each other to become the new what do you call it, leader of this authoritarian government. So it's like, it's just a little basic card game. You can like play it in like 10 minutes. Anyway, hey Woodstock, good to see you. Anyway, so like that's what this is making me think of, a clique of traitors. It's like revolution's not even over and you're plotting to kill each other, and they say only the left is good at splitting. The Jade Marshal, master and leader of the clique, is perhaps the greatest strategist in China, and none with their minds in the right place would dare oppose his martial prowess. Should we find ourselves at war, he will surely lead us to victory. Okay, so we got some little bonuses there. And Japanese backing, with economic and industrial backing from the Japanese government, we have a clear edge over the other cliques. Longer inland, and that doesn't sound right. Although it's not our preferred position for now, we must bide our time and cut our ties when the time is right. Okay. Yes, we got 3 slots. Excellent. Now, wow, we can't build any artillery. We don't have artillery. It's the king of battle, for fuck's sake. Okay, where's our capital? It's Haifei. It's very, very far south. I don't like that. Okay, I guess everything's going into the infantry equipment then. What sort of decisions do we have? Proclaim a new republic. Looks like we need oil and pretty much everything. Alright, let's get started. Hey, Canadian Caribou, good to see you. Okay, thank you. All the news events. Yeah, I know, they probably meant further inland. Oh boy, wall of text. Far to the east, part 1. If I'm going to read this, I'm going to need some water. I'll be right back, guys. Denied its 3 million military budget. Okay, basically, Zhang and Wu had irreconcilable differences. Then what? Second, oh shit. Unstable triumvirate of Feng, Duan, and Zhang. Feng, Duan, and Zhang. They asked for help. They entered into an alliance with Wei Pufang. Stalemate started with the Kuomintang. Then the Feng Tian declared themselves the proper republic. Neither of us like that. The war ended between these two. Although many say, like, even though the Kuomintang pushed pretty far north, the Zuli clique was good. Started to develop ties. Okay, so this completed the focus molded by the toughest environment possible, and that's why we shall succeed. Alright, mighty military. We could do reforms. Organize the... no. Clique of traders. We got a few things we got to deal with here. I think let's work on industry, or at least get some quick political power. Gist? Gili? Is that how this is pronounced? The Gili clique? Wait a minute, I have a thing somewhere. Hold on a sec, I have a little cheat sheet for Chinese pronunciation. I'll be right back. Okay. I have a wait, I thought I had it here. No. Here we go, pronunciation guide. 266. Okay, so ZH, J, and then ENG is ung as in rung. Try to pronounce something like Chickamauga or Shenandoah. All right, so like, you know, everybody.